So now we're going to look at our sort of third shape, which is a sphere. So we looked at prisms, we looked at pyramids or cones, and now we're going to look at spheres in terms of surface area. So our example is asking us to find the surface area. Remember that a sphere doesn't have a common base anymore, or a base at all, so it doesn't really make sense to talk about lateral surface area versus total. It's all just total surface area of a spherical storage container with a circumference of 11 3/4 feet. So now we're actually looking at the circumference. So that would be basically the circle inside the shape would have a circumference of 11 3/4 feet. So in this case, when we're actually dealing with surface area, we do actually have two formulas when you're dealing with a sphere. So in this case, we only have one, obviously, measurement, so we don't have to deal with doing, again, any conversions or thinking about that. And we should be able to, again, make the distinction between diameter and radius. So if we do go to our resource sheet and we look at our formulas for three-dimensional shapes, we have our sphere. So notice we don't have one for LSA because it is just surface area. So we do have two formulas we can use. We can either use 4 pi r squared, or we can use 2 pi d. So depending on what's given in the question or what we have access to, we have those two available to us. Unfortunately, in this question, we don't have r or d, but we are given circumference of the sort of internal circle. So if we go back up to sort of the two-dimensional shape, remember circumference has two formulas as well. You can either think of it as 2 pi r or pi times diameter. And again, it doesn't really matter which one you use, but we will have to sort of think about circumference and how to find either diameter or radius from that. So you actually have two adjusted formulas that you can use. So if you want to use your radius formula for circumference, remember circumference is 2 pi r, which means if you sort of rearrange this formula and manipulate it around, radius is circumference divided by 2 pi. If you want to use the formula, circumference is pi times diameter. Then if you sort of rearrange this one, diameter is your circumference divided by pi. I'm going to use this one. Again, you can use the radius formula, should get the same final answer coming out. So I'm going to find my diameter given the circumference. So diameter is going to be circumference divided by pi. So that's 11 3/4 divided by pi, and I'm going to put that into my calculator. 11 3/4, whether you use a fraction button or you change that to 11.75, you can do that. You should end up getting a diameter of 3.74014, etc. feet. So that's going to be my diameter. So I'm partway there. I'm going to use that diameter formula in my surface area formula. So again, if you found radius, you can use the radius version. If you found diameter, which is what I did, I'm going to use the diameter version. So surface area, or TSA, or just SA, of a sphere is pi diameter squared. So pi, my diameter I just found from my circumference to be 3.74014, and I'm going to square that. So again, plugging into your calculator, I end up getting 43.9466, etc., etc., and I'm going to round that to 2 decimal places. So approximately equal to 43.95. And remember, surface area is an area unit. I'm dealing in feet, so this is squared feet coming out.